Hello students. So today again we continue the same chapters, whatever at the last completed by expected so and madam also. So after that I will continue the chapters 6. So everybody please listens very carefully and observe all the things in this video up to the last. So see students, in these chapters we will discuss, as you know, the water is a very precious resource and we can't live without it, right students? So if you look students at a map of the world, if you look at the map of the world students, you will see that much of our planet is covered in water. Understood students? Our oceans are not the only source of water. Water is also present under the ground and as vapor in the air also. Cloud formed by this vapor ensure that water falls back down to earth as rain, sleet, snow or hail. Students, today's is our topic of discussion is about this only, different sources, and we will discuss about chapters from where we get the water. Let's see the chapter students. So in 1986 there was no rain in Jodhpur. Jodhpur where located student? See in the map very properly. Jodhpur in Rajasthan. So see and the surrounding area people remember the old and forgotten step well, that is Bauli. Yes, my dear students, forgotten. Why use forgotten step well? There is a reason. See what is that? They cleaned the step well and more than 200 trucks of garbage was taken out of it. My God. So garbage students from the step well, they are cleaning. People of the area collected money and the thirsty town got water from the step well. After a few years, it rained well and again the step well was forgotten. What is this students? See, so people will remember when they need the water, when they face the problem of water scarcity. Say they clean the step well and more than 200 trucks of garbage was taken out from it. That means garbage, so many garbage are there in the step well. So people of the area, they collected money for that to cleaning, and the thirsty town got water from the step well. Understood? So see, after a few years, it rained well. When the situation is very well, and the rain, when the rain well, and again the step well was forgotten. So this is, so Jodhpur. There was no rain. In which year, student? 1986. Very properly. See, years 1986, and that time people remember what they remember, the old and forgotten step well, because they need water, they face the problem about water scarcity. So that time they remember Bauli. Understood? Bauli is very important thing, you term, you please remember students. Okay, moving to the next discussion, there are two old wells in the area where Punita lives. Her grandmother says that about 15-20 years ago there was water in this well. The wells could have dried up because, why the wells could have dried up? Because of this four. See the reason. Water is being pumped up from under the ground with the help of electric motor, students, with the help of electric motor. So the lakes in which rainwater used to collect are no longer there. Yes, my dear student, are you understood? Look at the video very properly. The lakes in which the rain water used to collect are no longer there. The soil around the trees and park is now covered with cement. What a situation, see. So students, the wells could have dried up because of this reason. See, of all the reasons, students, the soil around trees and park is now covered with cement, and the lakes in which the rainwater used to collect are no longer there. Understood, students? Next, see, is there some other reason for this? Explain. Are you thinking of any other reason, students? Is there some other reason apart from, yes, apart from the reason given above, student, there can be some other reason also. Almost all the trees have been cut. The well is not being maintained, as you see the step wells. 1986, what happened in Jodhpur, students? Why the people remembered step well, Bauli? So and here what is the condition? See, the soil around the trees and park is now covered with cement. The wells could have dried up because, and the reason is that is, students, I hope you understood the reason. So reason is there can be some all the trees have been cut. Understood, students? So either well is not being well maintained, right, students? Now see, students, see the today's story. Let us see the different ways in which people manage water today. Page number 57. Everybody open, please, and look at there the Jal Board water tanker. A Jal Board water tanker comes to our colony twice a day. Okay, students, listen very carefully, students. A Jal Board water tanker comes to our colony twice a day. We have to stand in a long queue to get water from the tanker. Yes, dear students, water they are stand in a long queue. Long lines will be there to get waters from the tanker, as tanker is come twice a day. People at times have fight over waters. Yes, this is the situation, students. People over there, they are fight over water. Understood, student? See the next what they are telling. See the lines, the people lines were there. Next child is saying, we fill water from the well. We fill water from the well. The nearby well dried up a year ago. See the well, student, and the nearby well dried up a year ago. Now we have to walk far to reach the other well. We are not allowed to take water from some of the wells because of our caste. So another child saying that we get water at home for half an hour. See, student, there are different sources, they are collecting the water. We fill this in the tank to use all day. Sometimes it is dirty. And another children say that we get water from our taps all day long. See, students, one child says that we get water from our taps all day long, and another peoples are collecting water in a long. They are standing in a long lines, and over there fighting also there. See the another child what they speak. There is a hand pump nearby, but the water that we get from it is salty. See the water, and we have to buy water for drinking. Means they are buying water for drinking. And another, see, we get water from the canal itself. See, students, and another child says we have put a pump directly in the Jal Board pipeline. Okay, now we don't have any problem. Okay, student. So Jal Board is what, student? So Jal Board is a student, is a government agency which taking the responsibility to supply potable water, okay, to all the peoples. Okay, so here you are seeing as this child take a put a pump directly in the Jal Board pipelines. Now we don't have any problem. So this child, as the child speak that it don't have any problem, as it's the responsibility of the government agency to supply the water. Understood, student? Next, see the student. We another child what is big. We have put a motor to pump up the water from the borewell. Yes, another source is you see the collection of water, but there is no electricity. So what? This is the situations. Okay, students. What the last child says that we have put a motor to pump up the water from the borewell, right, students? So, but as no electricity there, so they get so much trouble. Okay, student? What we are seeing is students of different situations. One people get water from hands pump, and it's salty, and one person get water from a canal, and another child get water from tabs, and which will be available all day long, and another one will put a pump directly in the jal board pipeline, so he don't have any problems. So another child is facing a lot of problem. He's standing in a line in a long queue to collect the water, and sometimes people will fight each other. So different childs having the different situation they are facing, and for collections of the water. So see what the for the overcome from this situation, we need to conserve water properly. Whatever the resource is available now, manage it very properly. Whatever the resource is now, we need to conserve the resource very nicely, and we should utilize that resource. Do not waste the resource, do not pollute the resource, so that many peoples are still facing the problem, student. So we should aware the peoples for this. See, students, how to draw out groundwater. Okay, there is one question is here, how to draw out groundwater. So there are different sources. See, bore well, tube well. Okay, see the picture very carefully. Well, okay, why is it important, students? Look at the very properly, student. Why it is important? Is it important? Groundwater is the largest source of usable fresh water in the world. In many parts of the world, especially where surface water supplies are not available, domestic agriculture's and industrial water needs can only be met by using the water beneath the ground. As groundwater is the largest source, student, of usable fresh water in the world. So in the many parts of the world, surface waters supplies are not available. So water needs can only be met by using the water beneath the ground. Right, students? In this video, students, there are different sources of water. Water obtained from so students, how to protect water. Students, it is very important to protect our water supplies from pollutions. Once the water becomes polluted, it can be difficult or even impossible to clean. Chemicals like cleaning supplies, paints, and other toxins can seep into the ground and make the water unusable. People must dispose of their waste products approximately so we will have plenty of fresh water in the future. Understood, students? So it is the awareness to the peoples we make. By education we can make the uh, aware the peoples not to uh, uh, throw any type of, not to dispose of any waste products. Understood, students? Streams, rivers, and lakes provide habitat for certain lives, certain types of aquatic plants. See, students, all the rivers, lakes, habitat, they are the habitat of certain types of aquatic plants, fish, insect, and bird also. So my dear students, here some posters are there which you make in some attractive papers using the colors and sketching very properly. It looks like people get attracted and people aware the peoples by making such a poster like this. Like here you see the save water, the world is in your hands. Like such a posters you can make it, prepare it very well, students. Okay, students. So here also another poster you see every drops of waters counts. So like that poster you make it, students, with a very colorful and attractive pencils, attractive colors. You can use it, different materials. Okay, students, and write some thing there to aware the peoples. So that's all for today class, students. I hope you get clears all the concept whatever today we are discussing in this video, and make a very fine poster, students, and aware the peoples to conserve water as a precious resource. Okay, students. So these things, and take draw it a very nice poster, students, with an attractive color. Using of attractive colors make posters very nicely, and with a very nice some thoughts, quotes you will put up theirs, and that's ever the people's that uh, to conserve water resource. Okay, students. So thank you, students, and stay home, stay safe, and learn well, students. Revise every day, whatever the chapter is completed. Okay, students. uh, Thank you.